Yeah, I'm coming to you today from the living room. Because why not? I don't know, I thought I'd kill two birds with one stone here. Just do a little update thingy while I'm working on my diamond painting here. So, a little different format, but you get to see a different side of the home, I guess. um, so yeah, I've been kicking something around the last few days, and god damn it, cat, really, really, leave me alone. God damn it, cat, leave me the fuck alone. Yeah, I got the cat. She won't jump up on here to take her perch on the cat tree next to the table, but she's down there. Anyway, I've just been kicking something around in my mind the last couple of days, and figure I might as well, just get out there. If anyone's bothering to watch these anymore, I don't know. But anyway, I've been dealing with the same issue I have been for a long time, regarding my apprehension with the males of our species. It had been going pretty well for a while there. I hadn't really noticed any issues, but the last couple of days I started noticing it again. And it's one of those things where I know logically there's no purpose, there's really no reason why I should be so, apprehensive, standoffish about it. But yeah, unfortunately, the mind is not in agreement there. Basically, I'm dealing with heightened anxiety and apprehension around any kind of a male who's older than me, who's larger than me. Which, if you're larger than me, that's has about half the male population out there. And of course, you got the ones that are older than me. They elicit the same effect. Just like I'm. They put me on edge at the best of times. Like this morning, I went off to Walmart, had a few things I needed to pick up. I.e. Mountain Dew. But yeah, I was coming out from there this morning, and came across the cart guy. The first shift cart guy was out there bringing carts in. Didn't even really pass by very close to him, but I noticed when I got back in the car that my anxiety reflex had been triggered, and I just realized that I was in a horrible mental state, for really no reason whatsoever. So I'm just like, what the fuck's going on here? And yes, I started to recognize this, a few days ago that I was coming back again. A couple of weeks ago, I started noticing, a decline in my mental health in other areas too. And, I've been chronicling that for a while now, haven't I? But yesterday I guess I should back up a little bit here. But a couple of weeks ago, I reached out to my social worker for over at the gender clinic in Rochester, and I asked for some local therapists because I'm recognizing that there are some issues that I've been repressing, and I finally decided to reach out and at least try to make an effort. So, she got back to me the next day and gave me a place nearby to check out. And I went to the website, checked out their staff page, and realized that okay, yeah, these sound reasonable. They've got some counselors or some if you want to call them therapists or whatever. A lot of them do deal with LGBTQ plus people. They make note of that on their on their little fact sheet. So I said, I'm gonna go ahead and look them up, give them a call eventually. But of course, I'm not the kind of person that'll just do those things. I gotta get in the right headspace and everything before I can actually do it. I put it off for a couple weeks until earlier this week. I finally got around to checking out their contact us webpage and started filling it out, and I missed the part where it said, for new patient inquiries or appointments, you gotta call during business hours. Well, that sent me back a day because, this is like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. And I'm just, like, well, okay. Well, so much for that idea. So, let's see, that was Monday night, I think it was. And then, Tuesday rolls around. I did wake up a few times Tuesday thinking I should do it, but my voice was never in a good enough condition for me to make a call because it was very much, very raspy, very, first thing in the morning sounding. So I was just like, nah, I'll come back to it later. Well, go to work yesterday, come back, and I'm totally out of that headspace. I'm just like, no, I'm not up for it. And I go off to my electrolysis, head over to the assisted living place where Mom's living now, and she went off to lunch, dining with the other residents there, left me alone. So I decided to go ahead and make the call. And yeah, it was just voicemail. It's like, God damn it. So, and of course, I got that notification. I'm just like, nope, my anxiety just spiked. And I couldn't leave a message, so I basically have made no progress there. But I've tried. But yeah, I get discouraged easily. Yeah, so I get in touch. I tried getting in touch with them and it didn't work out. But I'll try again later. I just don't know when. When I'll have my nerve together enough to do it. And yeah. So anyway, I mean, I've recognized recently that a lot of my issues have been reaching the surface lately and been triggering some hardcore depression. I mean, to the point that I have been having these these thoughts and wondering, okay, what the hell am I here for? The suicidal ideation has been creeping back in. I've sat in my in my bedroom with my gun in hand, just thinking, okay, why can't I just pull the trigger? I don't know why. have been able to do it. But it's been it's been tugging at me more and more in the last couple of months. To the point that I actually have requested a friend of mine to take it from me. But the issue of actually getting it to her is another matter entirely. But there's that, and there's been these issues of why I feel like no matter what I've done in my life, it's never been good enough. Like I'm not worthy of anyone or anything in my life. And I had this conversation with Mel a few weeks ago, and she just bashed it into my head that that I need to reach out when I'm feeling this way, but I still have this persistent mindset that I can't really get rid of, that I don't deserve it. I don't deserve the consideration. I don't deserve the people being there for me, because what have I done to deserve it? All I do is cause problems for people, make them worry about me and whatever. So that's why I just withdraw, and I try to take care of it all on my own. Well, that's leaving me feeling more and more isolated and more alone. And before I know it, I'm back in the depths of despair. Give me a second here. Let's go with N 777. There you are. So yeah, it's been kind of a vicious cycle I've allowed myself to get into. Between that and these missing memories is what's really been bothering me, is these missing memories. Like, why do I have entire sections of years that I just cannot remember? It's like everything up until about the age of 15, 16, I'm very very unsure of what was happening in my life at that point in those years. I have the occasional snapshot memory of a second or a half a minute or something like that. But as far as circumstances around it, what happened leading up to it, I got nothing. And I know there has to be a reason for it. It's like, and what little I do remember, it's always very unpleasant. It's always been like, okay, it's these memories of angry parents, of embarrassing situations, of I mean, the more I actually can remember, just through sheer force of will, I've been able to retrieve some memories, but it's always been like, I remember just my parents seemed like they were always pissed off when I was young, to the point that they legitimately scared me until I was old enough to I shouldn't say to fend for myself, but I mean, especially my dad was, I never wanted to be left alone with him. Like, he absolutely terrified me until I was a teenager. And even then, I don't think I ever got totally comfortable being around him. And maybe it was, just related to, the fact that in my memories, he was always the one that would dole out the physical discipline. sometimes for seemingly no reason. I mean, it's like, I just remember getting my ass pound, my ass, was, the spankings were a common thing back then. And it's like, okay, well, prepare to hurt back there, because you're gonna get smacked across it a few times because you were talking, or you didn't go to bed on time, or those were the kinds of memories I had from my youth. Although I can remember, it's just a temperamental father and a chronically angry mother, and I'm just like, is that really all I can remember from my youth? And then last year, when I was getting my consultation for my bottom surgery and top surgery, the therapist I met with back then, he made an observation based on our 90-minute session that it was clear to him that I was emotionally starved as a kid. I mean, I have no reason to dispute that, because honestly, I don't remember really being emotionally nurtured, so it makes sense. But how does this tie in with the memories that I've forgotten, or that I've blocked off, and there's a lot of it that just scares the shit out of me, as far as, okay, what is my subconscious protecting me from? I mean, is it anything important, or is it just a bunch of mundane bullshit? Do I even want to know at this point in my life? Oh, the fun of not knowing. And I wonder, I often wonder if my apprehension around older and larger males is because of something that happened back then. Because I know that this should not have been the case. I mean, even back when I was presenting as male, it was always that way. I really didn't notice it until I was 18, and I started find myself in situations where I was routinely alone around an older man or a bigger man, because I was, prior to that, I was always in like group settings when there were men around, like church rooms or whatever, and it was always a group thing. But my first job, my second job, sorry, out of high school, I was working retail, and it was the night shift, so there was not many people around, and the majority of the crew was male, and of course you had the manager on that shift was a bigger guy, I mean, compared to me anyway, and I just I recognized that I was never comfortable around him. And as the years went by, I started to notice it more and more with others, even ones that were not in positions of authority. That was just something that I gradually began to understand about myself. Was being around these men was an issue for me. I mean, really shouldn't have been, but it was. So, anyway, between the issues being around men and the memories I'm missing for unknown reasons. I have these general feelings of inadequacy, as far as all of my relationships in my life. I'm just like, yeah, my mental health has really suffered lately, and it's been getting worse over time, so I need to address it before it, reaches that point of no return. I mean, I guess some people would actually celebrate it if I reached that point and punched my own ticket. I mean, there are some days when I just nonchalantly think about, okay, it'd be great if I could just take this knife and slice my throat with it and be done with it all. I don't even think twice about it. Yeah, there are days where I just look at my life and think, I just want to leave it all behind, go on a road trip and never ever come back. Not even bring Trish with, just pack a bag in my car and take off, not tell anyone where I've gone. The only reason I don't do that is because they could still track me down, as far as the inevitability of unpaid property taxes and bills and all my legal obligations. Not to mention the issue where I wouldn't be able to get my HRT because they need an address for that, and they'll only send it to certain pharmacies, so I can't just say, okay, send it to this one, then that one, and that one, and that one, because they would never go for that. Different pharmacy with every refill definitely would not fly. Yeah, I should have left my hair tied up, but trying to offset the maleness a little bit there. I did get a little bit of affirmation yesterday, which I kind of needed after my electrolysis appointment. It absolutely destroyed my face. While Mom was off doing her lunch thing, one of the staff members from the assisted living place stopped by with some laundry for her. And, she didn't skip a beat in asking me if I was my mom's daughter. So I guess I was doing something right that day, yesterday. But I think that's the longest I've gone with having my glasses on in the video. Also, haven't really been paying attention to it either, so. So, yeah, anyway, I'm just trying to build up the courage again to make a call and get in with those people at the clinic, to try to start sorting my shit out. Maybe help me make sense of all this shit that's going on inside my mind. Not that it's anything new. I just have never gotten around to getting it taken care of because, well, way back when I first started, when it was at its worst, I didn't have insurance, or if I had insurance, it was, was nowhere near good enough. I mean, it was always, I mean, I was making, oh god, back then, what was I making? Like $6.50 an hour, not even. And my deductibles were like $2,000. So yeah, you do the math there. You're not getting in. Oh god, the cat's looking at me with pity, with her pity me meow. You know, I've got your cat tree right here, a perch for you. I have a perch for you right here. Just go ahead and take it. No, I'm not gonna go over there and scratch your belly. Oh, she is a handful. I love her, but she's missing the point of my putting this cat tree. Yeah, it's a small one, but it's a perch for her to jump up onto, so she can be right here and observe as I'm working on this puzzle, or this painting. Yeah, I got this diamond painting a couple months ago, actually, and I was completely off. I was totally wrong. I had no idea what a diamond painting was when I ordered it. See, the store I bought it from was it was called Pam Diamond Paintings. So I thought, because the artist that did this design here, she linked to it, and it's just Pam Diamond Paintings. So I thought it was going to be like a print canvas kind of thing, one of those mass-produced things, like you find at Walmart or any department store, just on a smaller production scale. But so I paid the money for it, and they said they they do production, sometime in May or June. Well, they do it, and they send it out here, and it arrives, and I'm like, okay, well, what is? Okay, it's all rolled up. Okay, it's the canvas. But then there's all these these beads. I'm like, okay, what's this about? And I actually had to look it up, what it was. So I thought that, based on the store name, I thought that the owner the owner of the store was named Pam Diamond. I didn't realize that it was Pam Diamond Paintings. So that completely threw me off. But I mean, I don't really mind. It's been kind of fun. But good God, is it slow going? And this canvas here, it's 60 by 60 centimeters. And at the rate I'm going, I'm probably looking at being done by the end of the year. Because I'm making such slow progress on this thing. Largely because of Trish. Because every time I try to start here, she gets right in and starts demanding attention, and she will not leave me alone. She will start jumping up, climbing this fucking chair here, shredding it in the process, and if I don't give her attention, she gets destructive, and it's no win for me. But as soon as I stop doing anything, she'll leave me alone. But once I start doing something again, here she gets. So what do? Anyway. Oh, hey, I like those figures in the back there. It's if you can't tell, if it's too small, I've got I got Zelda and I got Link, and then that little one there's it's Kirito from SAO in the Gun Gale arc. Yeah, they didn't really fit on my bookshelf over there, so I was just like, yeah, I had the shelf here. It had some crap on it. I just cleared it off. I plugged nearby to plug the base in for Link and Zelda, and there we are. But anyway, the cat's getting really restless, and I think I'm going to get off of here before she gets destructive. But yeah, anyway, I know I rambled a bunch. I probably didn't make a lot of sense because I was distracted with this project here. But I have to admit, it is kind of relaxing. I mean, my sister-in-law said that this is supposed to be really therapeutic, really relaxing, but I'm not really seeing how it's real relaxing in my situation because I'm always so nervous about the cat, because Trish is always right there about, wanting to beg for attention, wanting to demand attention because, well, Mama's there, but she's not paying attention to me. So, give me attention, give me attention. I ignored you for the last 3 hours, but give me attention now because you're doing something. I left you alone while you were sleeping on the chair, but now that you're awake, give me attention. She's a cat, I know. That's what cats do. But still, if I could guarantee to carve out some time every time I had a day off and just set to work on this for an hour or two at a time with no distractions, no interruptions from the cats, I probably do really well. I could probably knock this out by the middle of the fall. It's just, I had no idea that these images that Dreamy Witch did were involved so many colors. I mean, what we got here, we got 50 different colors on the key here that she used. It really doesn't look like that much on the thumbnail image, so I'm like, it came as a surprise for sure. Then you just find out that there's so many intricate details here. We got like 1 or 2 squares where it's all it's one different it's a different color entirely. So you gotta find those and you gotta fill it in with with the corresponding diamond. And of course, you're gonna overlook some because this is thousands upon thousands upon thousands of squares, and each one is real super tiny. You can't even really get a focus because it's like that. But I still like what I'm seeing here. I mean, the progress is slow, but what's complete here is actually really cool looking. And I cannot wait for the day when it's all complete, so you can see how it really pops and shines, because what I can see here so far is it really comes to life when it's when you get these diamonds in place. So actually, let's see if I can show it to you before I sign off here completely. Oh, good God! Sorry, 35 minutes in. Let's make this quick. So you kind of see where the cutoff is there. That's what I've been working on this whole time. So, and I'm actually propping this thing up against a vitamin bottle because I don't have a proper stand for it down here. Anyway, I am losing my voice again because I don't do vocal practices. I really should, but all it really does is give me vocal dysphoria for the most part. So yeah. Anyway, I will get off of here and I will let you get to your weekend. I'm going to enjoy my long weekend because they decided to shut the plant down for the weekend until Tuesday. So I'll enjoy my 5-6 days off and go to work on Tuesday, I guess. Anyway, for those of you in the States and I don't know, Canada doesn't do Labor Day on the first weekend of September, do they? I don't think so. I'd ask my ex, but, well, we haven't spoken in a couple of years. Anyway, you all enjoy your weekends, and I will see you some other time. Adios.